Welcome to another motherfucking episode. You guys, I'm drinking. Anyway,
I'm so happy.
Who are you?
I'm Nina.
And you already know me.
That's Mo, in case you know.
But this is my first time drinking in 36 days. And I had an amazing special drink made by Bar Nina. We have sherbet.
Yep.
Ting, which is Jamaican Sprite to me.
More like Jamaican squirt, but we'll take it. Go ahead.
And a shot. So yeah, this is really good, really refreshing. We have homemade mango salsa and we have homemade queso.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was your first sip?
Yeah.
All right, shot. And we got Hispanic lips, bronzy.
Don't drink no more. You're
happy single. What is going to be the title of this one?
Cinco De Nino. Cinco De Nino. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because let's take this shot first.
Because I'm about to say, shut up.
I just don't like how.
Tell me about it.
I just feel like motherfuckers are being like posers.
Who?
What's another word? Like pretentious.
Who?
Just motherfuckers that all of a sudden today just want to be pro Hispanic community.
Remind me, I got tea to tell you.
Okay. Every day is Cinco De Mayo over here. I keep a taco on day. I only drink tequila. I love the Migos. You know what I mean? And by Migos, I mean like the actual Migos, not the rap group. You know what I'm saying? And so like you guys just come on this one day and decide that you want to take shots and eat tacos all day.
So you mad at them because they're partaking in some shit you true to.
True to this, not new to this.
Yeah, but I mean, why can't we all come together? Ain't that what the fuck the holiday is about? What happened historically on Cinco de Mayo?
Because y'all they just think that it's Mexican Independence Day and it's not.
Right.
It's about
a fight, right?
A battle.
Ooh.
Battle de la Puebla, if I'm not mistaken, where the Mexican army defeated the French army when they were understaffed and under-equipped. You know what I mean? So it was like a really good day.
Been coming through.
Been coming through, and it really shifted the morale of the army. It's strong. Yeah, you was
dumped the whole thing in there. Yeah, you said put extra.
Yeah, I'm wild.
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't.
God damn.
Yeah. So yeah. How was your week though? Did you have a good week?
My week was quick as fuck. I got some unexpected direct deposits. So that always makes me happy. That's it. I went to the gym every day. I read. I was up at 5 a.m. with the billionaires. I cleaned my house. I don't know. Shit, I just been having my weight lately. Like, I'm God's favorite. Shit been working out for me. So this week was great.
I love that for you.
How was your week?
Speaking of going to the gym, I think that I've hit my rock bottom, and I'm going to explain why and what triggered it. There's this audio trend for reels going around, and it's like, I don't have to pose from the neck down. And honestly, that is a flex. It's like, is it?
You just not turning the clothes on?
Yeah, because like we're eating, we're drinking, but I thought we were going to eat a little bit. So by the time we finish, like,
I'm lit, so I'm ready for everything.
Okay, well, spark up the blunt then until I get the cold.
Okay. But, so the reel said that you can pose from the neck up because you're cute.
So it was like, is it a flex though? Because at the end of the day, like, yeah, it's cool to have a face guard that don't decline. I want to be able to pose my whole body. A lot of us that be like, oh, I don't have to pose from the neck down. It's because we can't. You know what I mean?
It's busting.
Oh, thanks. So it's like, I want to have a face card that doesn't decline. I want my titties sitting. I want my waist snatched. I want my ass fat.
What does this have to do with rock bottom?
Rock bottom because I want all these things and I'm realizing that I'm not working towards it. Meaning I need to go to the gym because I can't buy it. Nor do I want to because I don't want to have a good, I don't want to have a cookie cutter body because that's what it's coming to at this point. Everybody got the same shape.
Yeah, and it don't always look good forever. So I'm from a city where all we got is our face cards because we big, because we got a lot of food and we gonna eat. But it's okay because we have to dress for the cold.
For the elements.
Yeah, so if you're always in bubble coats and like 5, 6 later, nobody knows who's fat or not. Nobody gives a shit. As long as your face card don't decline, you gonna have them hoes. But I now live in the South where it's hot and you gotta be naked. And I don't wanna tuck all my fat, and I can't tuck all my fat, and I don't want to reach for the bigger size, and I don't want to hide or sit a certain way. Like
that should be so humbling when you're like, oh, I need to go up a size. That shit sucks. Like I had these pair of jeans inside of my closet, and they just sat there and were like, these, I am gonna get in them, but it was actually like really aggressive. Like it might have been like a size like 2, and I don't ever do that small for real. So I threw them away. No, I gave them to do it, and then she threw them away.
Either way, get the fuck up out of here.
It's too little.
What grown woman is in a size 2?
Hey man.
I mean, you could be, but I want to look like a woman, you know?
I feel like it works for people whose body is supposed to be that. Like you can tell when somebody is like starving themselves or going on like extreme diets because they feel like they should be a size 2 versus oh, this is just what your natural physique is.
If you're 5'2" and a size 2, that's fitting. I'm 5'7". I can't really be a 2.
If you do a size 2, you look like a crackhead.
Yeah.
No offense.
And you know what's going on. What the fuck, right? So, are you gonna eat some of this? You don't have to.
Oh yeah.
No, it's fine.
No, I want a little bit of the mango salsa. I almost put tomatoes in it, but I feel like you.
I would have
like
them if they were tiny.
Man, they was gonna be chunky because you wanted to like.
So Nina asked me how I wanted the salsa. She said, "Do I want it runny?"
I say runny.
She said, "Do I want it chunky or some other shit?" And I said, "I want it like me," and that means chunky.
Let's play some games, shall we? You want to do let's do the drinking game since you want to be lit.
The drink game was what I said?
Yeah. So basically whoever would do it would sit.
Okay, so I don't know your answer, and I'm making these up as I go along.
Oh, that's nice.
Who is more likely to go to jail? Were you waiting for me to sit?
No, I'm thinking because I haven't been yet. Knock on wood. All of the woods. But I feel like I'm so like, take me down, guys. I'm sorry, I fucked up. Like I'm sneaky, but to a certain extent. So I would probably get caught first.
I wouldn't.
So I should drink?
I don't know. You don't have to.
And I mean, it's cool to, like, ooh, what if I get a mean mug and I'm on the, like, jail bays? Remember? It was, like, jail bays, there was, like, 6 of them, and it was all pretty.
If I get a mugshot, I don't give a fuck what it's for. I'm going to smile and try to look my best because I want it on a hoodie. I want that.
That's fine.
And we're going to wear that on the episode. I don't ever want a mugshot.
However,
I'm going to go out in style if it happens.
and I can take a much out, then I'll break down.
Yeah, worry about that later. I've already cried on the way here. We're good now.
I gotta put on my game.
Good bill money. So, okay, who's more likely to have a baby?
You don't get me drunk.
Yeah, you won't trap me. Okay.
Do you ever be like during sex, you be like, come at me, but like really don't mean it?
Nah, I mean it.
I mean it, but like only a little bit. Pull out. No, you want the whole thing, like explode. Well, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, just go to sleep. Lay down. We got money.
Bro.
This money go a long way. Okay.
The world, bro.
Who's more likely? Right. Who's more likely to get in a fight?
Oh, drink it up, Shani.
I was so pressed to see if I still got it. Not that I've ever had it. It's not like I was just outside beating bitches up.
I mean, I witnessed you beating a bitch up.
But I can. And it's like, but don't nobody ever fuck with me.
That's okay. So I think people think that I haven't gotten into a fight because I'm pussy. And maybe I could have fought in some situations. But I feel like more of what that is like, I'm pretty much like a girl's girl. People like me. If you don't like me, you're a fucking hater.
Yeah.
And then two, like, no one ever can affect me or vex me in a way to where I feel like that I want to fight.
That's a Jamaican word, no?
I think it's an England word because I've been listening to UK rap and it was like, man can vex me. I was like, man can't vex me ever. You know what I mean? So that's that. But to say that I do have fantasies about getting into a fight, whooping a bitch ass. My dad has taught me like holds, like if we're wrestling, like Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
That's so fucking funny.
So imagine me putting a bitch in a jiu-jitsu.
I be wearing as I have on a wrestling outfit. So if you started wrestling, I would fall on the floor, but bitch, I'm gonna wrestle right with you.
I'm gonna tag you in.
I mean, how I hold her down.
And make her call you dad. I think that's my fantasy. I want to be whooping a bitch ass so bad to where she's begging me to stop, and I'm gonna be like, call me daddy. Yeah. And then I'm not gonna stop until you call me daddy. And I hope somebody captures it. And I'm not gonna post it. I just watch it over and over again. Like,
no, I'm gonna leak it for you. Don't worry about it.
All right, cool.
Stop playing with her. So, in my dreams, every time I go to fight, I can't fight.
As in you just can't move, or as in you don't have the skill?
This shit is not connecting. Like, I'll swing and everything, but the shit don't connect right. When I go off on somebody, I lose my voice. What? This is the funniest shit.
Over there.
You know, right before you throw up, your mouth started watering.
Yeah. Oh, this is
she's back.
This is so messy, and I love it.
I'm so glad I'm back. So I was looking at the screenshots from the video. Like, okay, you know how you do the thumbnails for the video, and all the ones where I'm drinking, I look so happy.
Thank you for noticing. Thank you for noticing. I need to see like I'm just here, so I don't get fined. I'm really ready to do
I'm telling you, because when I'm high, I'm just like. What happened?
You know I make everything about me and it don't have to be. Remember you was like, I just don't want to drink because I want to see like whether or not I really fuck with these people sober or if I'm just doing it because I'm drunk. And the only time you look happy with me is when you drunk.
That's period. Not with you. But I keep coming around you.
So I don't feel
I'm not.
I shouldn't take it personally.
Yeah, exactly. I keep coming around you and I actually like you sober. Not that I had any doubts that I would. But I know how I am, and I know I can't be in crowds sober. That's not me. So that's why I've been avoided and out the way. Like, I might pop out moving forward. I don't think I've popped out for a weekend since I've been sober.
I bet you saved a lot of money, too.
Nah.
Oh, you always
I got other vices.
That makes sense.
I didn't say what bitch I said. And then, I was never one of those drinkers that go out and spend $200. We're gonna get a bottle.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have 2 drinks when we go out.
Okay, so my thing is this. I'll start like that, but you're not about to out drink me neither, right?
Right.
So I can go out with all intents of, okay, I have my bottle in the car, I got a blunt in the car, I pre-gamed before I got here. I'm really just here to show face. I'm gonna have like 2 drinks. Bottomless mimosas is preferred, but if they ain't got that, I'm gonna do the 2 drinks.
They ain't got it.
If they don't got that, I'm gonna do 2 drinks. But then if somebody's like, I'm gonna another shot, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do another shot, and then I wake up the next day like, this was stupid as fuck.
Yeah, don't do that no more.
So done.
You ain't got shit to prove.
I don't have shit to prove, but it's not even about proving, it's more about, like, I want to keep the party going too. You know what I mean?
But you can't keep the party going if you crash. Yeah, so keep the party going by being alert.
You know what I want to have a conversation about?
Let's go.
So, and then we're going to get back to the game. We do this on tangents. Okay, so I feel like you're pro sitting at the bar by yourself. And you always talk about how if you sit at the bar by yourself, you'll kind of not lure, but you end up having people buy drinks for you.
Correct.
Is there like a method to that, or it just happens because of pretty privilege?
Because you're pretty. So
that don't work for me.
Yes. Have you sat at the bar alone?
That's true, no.
Okay. Even when you sit at the bar in groups, as long as you're in a pretty group, you're taken care of.
Learn that.
Okay. So, sitting at the bar alone, nobody, like, everybody sees the pretty girl and everybody wants to talk to her, but you don't know if you can approach her because she's alone. She might be depressed. She might be working on something. Like, you don't know if she wants to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So you started off by, okay, she got a shot, send her another one. If she takes it, looks at you, acknowledges you, most of the time, the people at the bar are the coolest people ever. They're gonna give you the shot and get the fuck on.
Mm-hmm.
It's some other people that be wanting your number and all this extra shit for a shot. But the people at the bar are gonna get you a shot. They're gonna wish you well. We're gonna have a quick little conversation. They're gonna go on about their day. So go sit at the bar alone. You'll get your whole meal paid for.
I've never done anything solo, and I think that's the problem. I'm such a codependent.
Can we pause for am I the problem? Or do you have a problem? No, we don't have to. We can do am I the problem at the end.
No, we're gonna do it. We're drunk, guys. We're figuring
how
out
it works.
But I do want to play a quick game of this or that.
Okay.
Cinco De Mayo edition.
Where do you get these questions from?
In my brain.
Oh, okay.
And they're really vanilla, but I think it'll be cute.
Mm-hmm.
Going out to eat. Appetizer, queso or guacamole? I already know your answer.
Thank you. Queso.
Yep. Don Julio or Casamigos?
Don Julio.
Trick question. The real answer is Terramana, but I would choose Don Julio.
You really fuck with Terramana?
I fuck with Terramana because Terramana, for one, they're not trying to hit you over the head price wise, and it's really smooth. Like I don't have that. Like I don't have that after effect. It's smooth and it gets you right.
So, pandemic, of course, 1942 was the main pandemic drink. But this Luna Azul was my pandemic drink. I found that in fucking 2020. Mm-hmm. And Don Julio has always been my preferred tequila.
I fuck with Don Julio.
But Don Julio is now more expensive than Patron, and it was never that way before. Mm-hmm. It's confusing.
It's weird. I think it goes through trends like you have moments of where this is the it drink,
right?
And then the it drink becomes like ridiculously expensive, and it's not worth it. It's more for the hype.
Do you have a tequila that you used to fuck with that you won't fuck with
Absolutely.
anymore?
Jose Cuervo.
Thank you. That's my same one. If push comes to shove and we fucked up and that's what you got,
that's what we have.
I'm drinking.
But that's not my first choice. Like that's like we're at the end of the road. We just trying to.
We are fucked up. We down
yeah.
bad on our dicks, but we try to keep the party going.
I won't do that no more, and I won't do 1800 anymore.
Why are you mean? I love you. Yeah, both of those can go to hell. 1800, after I graduated from Jose, I went to 1800, but now I'm too big and grown for fucking.
I tried to do 1800 right beside, like maybe this look, and I was like, nah, nope. Flour tortillas or corn tortillas?
Corn. Who the fuck eats flour?
Wait a minute. Trick question. Both of them. Because here's the thing. If I'm doing a 99-cent taco, bring back 99-cent taco because y'all got 99-cent anymore. But if I'm doing an authentic 99-cent taco, I'm of course doing corn. But when you go to a Mexican restaurant and their flour tortillas are house made, and it's like a fajita type situation, that shit is different. A house made
fajita, fine. But flour tortilla is really for Negroes. Like
that's fine. I'm a Negro.
If I'm like indulging in the community or with the culture, I'm going for what they go for. And
but they make flour tortillas too, though.
They make them, but y'all get them out the pack.
No, that's what I'm saying. It has to be a house-made tortilla.
Okay, so you wouldn't buy that from Publix. Would you buy flour tortillas?
I do.
Okay.
But again, it depends on what kind of taco that I'm making. Because if I'm doing, again, 99-cent carne asada tacos, flour all day.
Okay.
But if I'm doing like Americanized, like ground beef, lettuce, tomato, cheese, I'd be like, those shits are good too.
You still eating ground beef tacos?
I do ground turkey, actually.
Okay, so soft or crunchy?
Soft.
Never crunchy?
Crunchy if I make it myself.
Never crunchy.
Only if I like fry it.
Get nachos.
But isn't it safe to
No. Nah, what is it safe to say?
Because low-key, all this shit is the same shit.
No. Not on Cinco de Mayo.
A nacho is a corn tortilla fried.
What's an empanada?
An empanada is a flour
taco.
It's a rolled up flour taco with some sauce on top. It's always
enchilada.
It's a different thing.
A taco with sauce. Okay. Tostada. Open face taco.
Open face taco.
Alright.
A quesadilla. 2 tacos on top of each other.
What am I answering about?
You know what I'm saying?
It's all the same
It's all
shit.
the same shit.
It's
Chipotle or Willie's?
Willie's, I'm sorry. Have you had Willie's?
I haven't, ew.
Oh, wow.
Would you do a frozen margarita or a margarita on the rocks?
Rocks. I prefer a shot. But we got all this sugar. I'd rather on the rocks. Frozen is too much of a.
Only time I do it on the rocks is if we're at a place that makes good craft cocktails.
Yeah.
Because if you're not good at making a cocktail, give me frozen so I can at least get through it. Because like having like a on the rocks subpar cheap ass margarita is the worst.
If you're not good at making mixed drinks, give
Don't
me
do
a
it.
shot.
Or that.
That's it.
Okay. If you're doing a margarita, you doing sugar or
Who
salt?
you text this to?
On myself. I text myself notes.
Sugar rim only.
Same.
Salt is disgusting.
Alright. If you were to start a drug cartel, who do you want helping you? Chapo or Teresita from Queen of the South?
Franklin Saint.
No, this is Mexican edition.
Also from Snowfall. He was Mexican.
That wasn't.
And he was a
option.
wrestler. You said it was
Oh, I
Mexican.
love the wrestler. I do like him, but that was an option. So over fucking Prince of Pesa.
Yeah, Oso was a real ass nigga. Oso did what he had to do. He never got. Did he get shot? I don't think he ever got shot. So he ain't never been. He been through some real shit, but he ain't never died.
I choose Prince of Pesa. All right. What's more Mexican, Jimmy Carter or Beaver Highway?
What's more Hispanic, Mexican
Sorry.
or Hispanic? Mexican.
We can do Hispanic because I understand that everybody's not from Mexico. I get it. So let's do more Hispanic.
Gwinnett edition. Jimmy Carter or Buford Highway?
Beaver Highway.
God damn. They're about the same, but I'm gonna go with Buford Highway.
I think they're equal in the sense of where it depends on what part of the street you're on. Because there's one part of Jimmy that's Little Mexico.
Yeah.
And then you turn into where, like, it turns into,
Graves.
like, graves and shit, and that's where the niggas stay. The same with Buford. There's, like, a Mexican part, there's the Asian part, and there's the nigga part.
Yeah, and Jimmy Carter got some Asians mixed in a lot too.
So it's just because I think that's equal. Como la Flor or Bitty Bitty Bamba?
Come on, la flor.
Thank you. Why do you choose Como la Flor?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll tell you why. I watched Selena every day for like months as a kid. Like my first cassette tape on the fucking Walkman was Selena.
She still be doing the washing machine.
Still do. And so I remember the scene vividly when she was doing the like outside concert, and if I was like, Selena, you gotta cry like it's not safe. The fucking stage is gonna break. And she walked out, she was like, no, I'm fine. And she walked out, she was like, shh. And I remember the fucking nails, I remember the ring, I remember the lips, and she was like, shh, better. Yes.
That was the first movie I cried on.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I loved her.
That's so nice.
I was like 7.
Whoa. Last but not least, you don't really drink beers, but
I'll drink them. Not Modelo.
Modelo or Corona?
Corona's too commercial, so for that reason I would say Modelo.
Modelo's better than Corona, regardless of the commercial part.
But I'm cool on Modelo.
Actually, the best one is El Presidente, but that's a Dominican one, but that's still the best beer.
I'm gonna drink the Corona, and I'm gonna squeeze the lime in it and push the lime down in it. Who to that or who to me?
This.
Wow.
I poured it out. That's it. Alright, that was fun. Moving on to Am I the Problem? Okay guys, so Am I the Problem is where you guys text us or email us issues and we help you figure out whether or not you're the problem. You can email us at the JustCuzPodcast@gmail.com or you can text us at 678-829-7713. Everything's going to be in the description. So, this is this week's. Hey Mo, hey Nina, so here's the situation. I've been seeing this guy that I matched with on Hinge for going on 2 years. And by seeing, I mean fucking. After we matched, we went on 3 dates until I was comfortable enough to go to his house. We haven't been outside since. I didn't mind initially because I'm highly attracted to him. He's sexy as fuck, and the sex is amazing. A year into the situationship, I expressed that I needed more than a sneaky link activity. I'm beautiful, fun, educated, succeeding in my career, and sexy. Truly a whole package, so a few days is not asking for too much. Long story short, asking for more effort fell on deaf ears, so I told myself I was done with him. A month ago, I ran into him at a festival. I slipped and fell into his bed again. Fast forward to this week. I asked if he could pay for my nails to get done. For the record, I don't need him to do it. I just wanted to see if he would. I told him that I would show him how thankful I was if he did it. Like, who wouldn't want to see a fresh set wrapped around? Never mind. Y'all, basically, he said no. He said I could show my appreciation now. I could show my appreciation now without him having to pay for it. Am I the problem for feeling like two years of good vibes and phenomenal sex warrants an occasional date or fronting the bill for services from time to time? It's over for Buddy, but I would love to hear your perspective. You first.
You're not wrong. That nigga ain't got it. A nigga that's got it gonna spit it. He don't care. He's gonna send you a little money for like bullshit because he knows like that's what I gotta do to keep getting pussy. I don't know. Not that we're prostitutes, but pussy not free. I don't understand why you think you're supposed to get pussy and manicured pussy and a bitch that look decent and her nails done and she keep up with herself if you don't want to contribute to it. I also had this conversation with somebody else recently where we were talking about how you can't have sex with a man because whatever position you have sex with a man at, that's where it's gonna stay at. So if the nigga don't never have to come out of pocket and you give him the pussy, he's never gonna come out of pocket because I don't have to. Mm-hmm. So wherever you meet that nigga at sexually, like that's where it's gonna stay at. And unless he likes you and wants to pursue you, it's never gonna be more than that. And you're not wrong for having standards or whatever the fuck you require. If you want a nigga to spend some money and he don't spend no money, get another nigga. You can always get another nigga.
I concur. I feel like, yes, if it's been going on 2 years, that's 24 months, that's crazy. We go together real bad. And so like the things that you were attracted to me, such as my hair, such as my nails, such as the upkeep.
Because if I showed up unkempt,
you would not want to be fucking me, right?
So keep me up.
So keep me kept, right? So I totally agree, like, you shouldn't feel bad asking for it. He should do it. I also feel like he just don't got it. But I also feel like when you checked in with him year one, like, hey, I want more than this, and he didn't, like, change or didn't say, okay, well, we should do more dates. We should start doing it at, like he kept it at Cut Buddy. Also, that ages me because no one says Cut Buddy anymore. It's Sneaky Link. He kept it on like a Sneaky Link type level. Then you should have kind of expected him to not cough up money for the bills. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're not wrong for your reasoning of feeling like he should do it, but you're wrong in the sense of, like, you should know he wasn't going to.
I had a nigga like that. We had not fucked. I had no intentions on fucking. He was just like, come out. And I'll come out with you a couple of times, but at the end of the day, like, I'm the party. So it's like, if I don't come out with you, I'm not missing shit. Yeah. So, and I'm not excited about these shots in this weed because I was going to take care of that myself anyway. So, I take care of myself. So, your little shit can't impress me. Mm-hmm. A nigga, to this day, no one has yet to do anything for me that I couldn't do for myself.
I'm not someone who is impressed by that shit either. Like, I feel like I'm more impressed by the intangible shit. Like, are you a good character? Do I actually like you? Do I feel comfortable with you?
Are you a real person?
Are you a real person? Are you actually interested in me, or do you just want to fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, those things are what I care about. So, like, you spending money is like, thank you. Baby.
Anybody can spend money.
Yeah, anybody can.
But
thank you.
But it's only impressive for a nigga when he ain't got it and he's spending it anyway. And he's like, oh, I spent all this money. That's all you have, bub.
I would say to get back to the am I the problem? Mm-hmm. I hope that this was like the final straw for real, for it to be like, or mm-hmm. you can be like, hey, this is what this is. Like, you're just a sexual partner that I have fun with, and that like you do please me in that way. But I cannot and will not expect anything else. So you can't either. Not that I think that he is, because he just.
So I got an old hoe that I'm still cool with. We fucked off some shit where we fucked. And we kept fucking. And we haven't fucked in over a year, but of course he still wants to, and I still want to, but he don't do shit for me, so why would I fuck him? And then I know like what he got going on and who he's fucking with, and and I said to him like, you're not tricking, you're not doing shit for these bitches, like why do you deserve multiple bitches? And they on him because he got good sex and he got a good dick, and so it's like he don't have to do it anymore.
I think this is, remember when you was like, niggas wanna be bad bitches or whatever? Mm-hmm. That's kind of the same, because I think females think like that too. Like, as long as I got good pussy, like, I don't have to bring anything else. I think that men feel like that too. Like, bitch, I am breaking you off something proper every time we step.
You wanted me, I don't know, there's some bitches out there like, yeah, they should accept the dick that you're giving them because that's what they wanted. I don't care about the dick. I really fucking don't. If I never get it again, I won't give a fuck. And it's amazing. I will tell you, it's a 10 out of 10. And I don't give a fuck if I ever get it again. Because dick don't move me. What are you looking at?
My lips to make sure they weren't white.
Why would they be white?
They're white, okay. Making sure there wasn't like space, like, I just want to make sure that they're still red. And that they're not running. Because this lipstick will hit me on the bottom of my chin and I look crazy.
So, I mean, sis gotta keep it as a fuck buddy, or she gotta let it go. If she wants that nigga to do more, he's not gonna do anymore. Yeah. So just let it go. But if you don't care if he does more or not, and you just like need to hold a call in desperate need, like keep him around.
Facts. All right, so before the segue, you were asking about men grooming themselves. Like, you was like, the way that women want to look good, smell good, and want their pussy to smell good, etc. Could you elaborate on?
So what I said was, well, other than it was a little while ago. I was rubbing one out.
Shout out to rubbing one out.
After I got done rubbing one out, I made sure that it tastes right. And then I was like, well, I think as a woman, you should know that you taste right. You should know that you feel right. You should know that you smell right. Should men know if they taste right?
No. So I've been watching a lot of sex podcasts as of late, and I realized that I'm not as freaky as I thought I was. I just like having sex, but I'm not freaky.
Who told you was a freak?
I thought I was a freak. Because I would low-key try. I won't try anything once. There are limits, but when it comes to pleasing my partner, like whatever you ask me to do, I'll probably do as long as it's not crazy. But one of the stories that they told was like, the guy nutted on her, he like licked it up and then put it back inside of her mouth. She's like, it was so sexy and I really liked it. I was like, I would be like, get the fuck out. If you did
okay, so my first impression was like, oh shit. But when you said put it back in my mouth, I was like, oh shit.
I don't know, and it's like you're right. Like I feel like as women, like even when a man's like eating you out, you're like, okay, kiss me. Like I want to feel my juices dripping off my face, and that's just like normal. But I couldn't imagine like my nigga like wanting to taste his own nut.
Do you kiss after you swallow that?
He won't kiss me after I swallow.
You've tried it.
He won't do it. But that's different because it's not in my mouth anymore.
Right.
I swallowed it, I drank water, it's
gone.
Yeah. But like swapping the cum back and forth, nah. I'm not cool with snowballing.
Oh no.
Hey man, we here now. But nah.
So I mean, there's been times where I was nutted in, and then he ate pussy after, but he didn't eat the nut. But he was close enough to it.
Alright.
Is that not supposed to happen?
I feel like whatever you
I don't know, I'm lit, so.
I also think that that's the thing too. Like depending on how drunk I am, I think is what I'm willing to do, try and accept.
In his defense, he was trying to make up because I got that shit. So motherfucking, he in it, you're not gonna pull out of it. So he just stayed in it, nutted, but he didn't want me to know he was done.
So what? Oh, so he went down to eat your pussy.
Yeah.
Oh, that nigga tasted his own nut. That's nasty.
So he went down, he ate some pussy. I didn't know he had nutted. And then we started fucking again. I guess Dick got back hard. We started fucking again. So after that fuck, there was no moment of climax in my head. But I go to pee and I'm like, this is not me. You nutted? At what point did you nut? And that's when I found out.
Yikes. I don't like it.
I
mean, you didn't know, so you didn't have no choice but to appreciate the moment.
I don't give a fuck. It was good for me. That's you. That's your nut. You shouldn't be scared of your nut, for sure. If you want me to swallow it, you better be comfortable being face to face.
How you feel about a man who like wants his ass ate?
You can't tell me to eat your ass.
Okay, you just gotta like let me do it. But here's the thing, I don't think it's questionable because like I'm not.
Now I'm eating his ass.
Eating his ass.
And we be eating his
You know what's
ass.
popping in my head?
What?
My pussy pink. My booty all brown.
Wait a minute, I'm looking for the pose. Okay, but
I think for me, it's the position that you would have to be in for me to like really eat your ass. Like I don't want to push you.
So I have this conversation all the time because all niggas like they ass ate, but they not gonna tell you. But they had a freak that did it before and they want it done again. They just not gonna say nothing because they're scared of sounding gay. So my question to niggas is, how was you getting your ass ate?
What position were you in?
So to me, the only masculine way, and I'm okay however you get your ass ate. I don't give a fuck. I understand it's gonna be complicated. But to me, the only masculine way to get your ass ate is in a threesome. And you fucking one girl from the back and the other one come behind you and just...
That's the way I would feel comfortable. You're standing up, I'm sucking your dick, I'm in the balls. I just go deeper into the ass.
Standing up?
Yeah. You might have to spread a little bit, but you get on the bed and like laying on your stomach, spreading your ass cheeks open, or me having to push your legs up. Like I never feel like I'm down.
Pushing your legs up is the gayest way. Your legs in the air is the gayest way.
In a compromising position like that.
Lay on your stomach and let me
stand up and take it like a man. That's how I feel.
But
like,
it's weird though, because like if you're standing, if it's not in a threesome, right, and you're standing up, your ass is in my face, I need to at least reach around and jack you off for it to be okay, because otherwise it's weird with me just like on my knees, like in your ass.
Yeah, so but I'm saying, okay, boom, dead, jacking off, balls, right? So
the ass is like tucked, right?
But what I'm saying is that we're already doing this.
You're
already under with the ball.
You gotta get, it's a leg and a leg right here, so you gotta get. I don't understand how you're getting to the asshole with him standing up.
Okay, maybe I don't want to lick asshole in. Maybe I'm just more comfortable with like the like gooch part.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm. And then too, like that's your ass. Like I don't even really want my ass ate for real. Like ass play is really like. We gotta be fucked up and not give no fucks.
I just told you that, right? About how nigga put his thumb in my butt and then smelled it.
No.
I didn't tell you that?
You did not tell me.
Who was I talking to?
Not me.
I literally had this conversation like 24 hours ago. Okay, so you know when you get hit from the back and nigga put his thumb in your butt?
Sure.
Okay, so nigga put his thumb in my butt, but he used to always put his thumb in my butt. He used to always smell it after. And it's not like a quick like it was never one of those. Like, I would get ready to suck some dick and he would be laying on his back like, is that gay?
That's kinky.
Is that gay?
Oh, bro.
Why are you smelling ass while getting your dick sucked?
That's not gay. You like to smell like ass. That's kinky and nasty a little
That's
bit.
real nasty.
But some bitches like nasty.
I like it, but I don't like it. I like nasty, but I don't want you just smelling my asshole while I'm sucking dick.
I did anal one time, and I think in the video playback, I was like, this is disgusting.
Is the video playback?
The video playback.
You did anal and recorded it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I didn't record it. The latest place I did anal was what's the fucking hotel?
Ooh.
It was on a balcony though. No, it was like fucking, was it Hard Rock? I don't know. But we was on the balcony and yeah, I was getting anal on the balcony. That was lit.
I just feel like the best sexual experiences, like they just like happen. Like I didn't plan it. This is just like on some spontaneous. Energy was right. The vibe was right. We just started fucking right. And I feel like with anal, you do kind of have to prep for it. You have you have to stretch out the booty hole with like a butt.
No, you don't gotta do that.
You don't have to do it, but it's helpful.
You gotta shit a lot. You need to shit the whole day. Like shit as much as you can.
Then you also gotta like do shit to cleanse it out because there's little fragments of shit in there.
Yeah, so you gotta shit a lot and then you gotta dish it.
Yeah, it's too much
shit. So you dish and that really is what get the shit out of you. And then you just wash your ass real good. That's it.
I think that's it.
I don't pre-stretch it. I do fuck first to make sure I'm super wet.
Yeah, so it like slide.
Yeah.
That was kind of my experience too.
Yeah.
But I tried to plan for it in the sense of like I got like a really cute butt plug, and I think it was more so for the aesthetic of it. Like I think I was excited about him hitting it from the back, like, oh, like what is this? You know what I'm saying? And that was exactly what happened. He was like, let me take this out, let me try.
Oh, so he didn't know you had a butt plug.
He didn't know that I was like planning for it at all. So it was like an element of surprise, and like it was a cute little heart, like rhinestone pink one. So he was like, oh shit, what's this? And then again, video playback, I was like, I'm a freak nasty.
So that was the last time you did anal?
Mm-hmm. I still have the butt plug, so I kind of want to like still use it. I want to get to a point where I'm able to keep it in and like have regular sex and see what that pressure does while I'm just doing like regular penetration to see if it heightens anything.
Don't ever go from ass back to pussy.
Yeah, no. That's
once you go to ass, it's over with.
Stay there
like, you got a nut and go to sleep because I'm not sucking no more dick and you're not putting that back at me and giving me BD. Mm-hmm. So I haven't done anal in years. I've done more anal than most black girls probably, but not on a consistent basis.
What do you think it is about? But what do you think it is about like black women just aren't associated with being open to things sexually? Like I think that was the whole lure of like white women because it was like oh like white girls give head, like that was how it started. Yeah. But even now when it comes to like exploring different positions and anal and doing all these other things, like you don't assume that a black woman does it.
Why is it? Because black bitches is uptight, and that's what niggas be talking about. They're really uptight sometimes. It's like they don't want to do something different. They don't want to go outside their comfort zone. But I don't know. So is it gay if a nigga requests anal?
No.
Okay. So if your man requests anal and you don't do it, can you be upset that he went to go do it somewhere else?
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like, everyone has boundaries. Like
you can't have a boundary with your man sexually. I don't think that's okay.
I think you should at least be like, okay, we can try, but if we try and the shit doesn't work or it's uncomfortable or it hurts or whatever the fuck, like, babes, I tried.
Now I don't think that's fair. So if I really want to do something and you try it and you like, nope, I don't want to do it, I still have that desire.
But I also feel like, but I'm not denying you everything else. It's like I could see if it was a situation where like I'm just denying you sex as a whole.
No,
I don't want to like.
But we've had regular sex a million times.
It's never regular.
It gets regular. No matter how good it is, no matter how good that pussy is, ain't nothing better than good pussy but new pussy. So no matter how great that pussy is, it can always
be new
better.
Every time a pussy evolves and changes. Especially every
the same pussy you had on Monday is the same pussy you got today.
Every 28 days, what do?
Shed.
You shed. It's a new pussy.
It's a new uterus.
It's a new pussy now. Depending on how much foreplay we have, it's a new pussy. Depending on what position it is, it's a new pussy. I just feel like that doesn't excuse you for going out fucking other people. Unless our sex life is trashed and boring.
What if your sex life is lit, but you won't do my fantasies?
That's exactly what their fantasy.
I want it. So should another bitch be my fantasy?
No, but what I'm saying, like, I think the whole point of a fantasy is the fact that it's like this thing that's made up and like it gets.
And I want to do it, and I want to do it, and I want to do it. So if like I'm thinking about it, because you know how the universe gives you what you think about. Mm-hmm. So if I am thinking about what I want to do and it fucking falls in my lap, I'm not supposed to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do it.
I mean, hey man, people slip up and fuck up all the time.
I'm not slipping up. I did it on purpose.
I'm not saying like it has to be the end all be all, but it's like, and here's how I feel. I feel like there are some times where, okay, damn, like the shit just happened. I ain't really mean to hurt you. Like it is what it is. But if it becomes a pattern, like you're just outside fucking other people all the time, then that's a problem. I think it's situational.
Okay, so what if it was like, okay, so I fucked up, I slipped up, I found this bitch that do this shit that I like. I know you don't like to do it, but I really like this shit. Can you do it?
This is where honesty and communication come in, right? Give me the option to either bow out or be cool with you going to get it. But don't lie to me and don't be cheating. Like, don't be full blown cheating on me.
So my only boundary is you just can't like piss or shit on me. But we can do everything else.
That's all. I feel like this too. There's not anything I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, I lied. I'm not pegging you.
I'm not pegging, but that ain't even coming in the conversation.
I'm just saying, like, we're just
mine
saying.
is.
Mine is ever, but I'm just saying, in my wildest whatever, if I did have a boundary, that would be it.
I would never peg you.
And I mean, everything else we can try once, twice, 3 times. Whatever.
Yeah, I haven't really been like absolutely not, except for fucking with a strap, because I fucked a bitch with a strap, and
Did you like it?
I didn't dislike it, but I don't have no rhythm, so it's like I wasn't confident in my stroke to be stroking bitches. Like, I'm gay as fuck, but I'm not that gay.
Okay, so fantasy. I think not the only reason, but I am interested to see if I was to have a threesome or to be sexually whatever with a woman, right? Like, if I would be able to genuinely make her come. Because I don't know. Like, I think it would be like being introduced to sex again for the first time. Because now I have to, like, I know how to please a man. Like, I know what to do. I know the things. So with the women, it just be more of like exploring and trying and seeing if I'm actually good at it. And once I figure it out, I may or may not be as like intrigued.
So I've had sex with not a bunch of girls, but a few girls.
A handful. 2 handfuls.
Probably like I'm trying to count them as I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Enough.
Mm-hmm. I've had enough sex with enough girls. Only 2 of them made me come.
And that's so interesting because you would think that as a woman, like she would know.
Nope.
Yeah. That's
Every girl I fucked, with the exception of 2, I was their first girl. So I don't expect you to know what to do because you're not gay for real. You just know I'm kind of gay, so you trying some shit. But the 2 bitches that had fucked a girl before, they didn't make me come.
Interesting. I think with me, for like fucking on women, I think it's more of a foreplay aspect. Like, I know, like, I don't expect to come with you. I just expect it to feel really good. I expect to get really turned on, but I want to fuck my nigga afterwards. Like, I know that I'm going to come with him.
Okay. So, I expect to make you come. But I don't expect to come.
Oh, so then you're like a pleaser. That's like, oh, okay. You're just in the same situation. You're just not having.
I just know I've been here before. Yeah. Like,
all right.
You new here. I'm showing you around. Like, hey, don't do it. They tell you to do it like this, but this is how I do it. And yeah, get the job done. Mm-hmm. This is actually like good. Why is it foamy now? Because it's time for me to go get some dick.
Ooh, I want that for you.
I can't, but
you can. Niggas don't be doing that. Niggas gonna grab us every day, baby.
But it's day 1.
I'll take the ticket.
All right, let's talk about it.
Okay.
So, sex during menstrual cycles.
No.
Not
because I think it's nasty. I've learned that if you take a shower, your period does stop temporarily.
If you stuff the dick in there, it's gonna stop it a little bit.
I just am not, like, I don't feel sexy during my period. I'm not.
But don't you feel horny?
Not really. Like, yes, but not enough to rub one out or to have sex. And then I'm also really concerned about the smells. Like, I just don't think, like, we can wait 3-4 days to have sex again. Like, it's not that deep.
I know I've been in situations where I couldn't wait, so I didn't wait. So, but it's been a while. It's been a couple of years. Anytime I ran a red light, it was a nigga I was like in love with. We were a thing.
You gotta be in love.
We were together. We was always a couple.
How do you feel? So this was in high school. I had like a lesbian friend, and her and the girl, she was on her period, and the girl was eating her out on her period, but she had a tampon in. So she was focusing on the clit.
Doesn't that? More than once. More than one different person.
I can't do it. She said more than y'all nasty out here.
So it really like I have a tampon, like it'll be like the last day type shit. So it's like barbecue sauce. So I got the tampon in, so it's plugged. It's out of the way. And we're not worried about the hole. You're focused on the clit. Damn. That bitch loves me. Shout out to her.
Ooh, it was a female.
It was niggas too, but the last one was a bitch. I missed her. That was the only.
Who was it?
My ex. Yeah. So shout out to her if she watches this.
She'd ask me about that.
About me having a girlfriend? Why? Did he know? Who told him?
Duh. I told you I'm a pillow talker.
I haven't had a girlfriend in so long, so why did that come up?
I don't know why it came up, but I think he was just more intrigued of like how the dynamic worked. He was like, so how did that work?
The whole throuple?
Yeah, like how did the throuple work? Like how did they get there? Like
we can talk about it. Listen, tell Jude I'm an open book, so just ask me. How did we get there with the throuple? Alright. So started fucking with this girl and she was everything sexually. Every fucking thing. I nutted every single time. So, of course, I'm like, this nasty bitch, you're not about to go be with nobody else. You got to be my bitch. So, the time that we started our shit was the same time I was buying my house. So, it's like, hey, like, I like you. We're doing this. You're over here every night. You want to move in this house with me? Okay.
So, at this point, you and Brent had already made a damn, this right name, sorry. You and Renee had already decided that you guys were having like an open relationship at this point? So you just fucking on this girl?
Okay, so the girl, so I was in there with my baby daddy one night and then I ended up at the girl's house, but I told my baby daddy like I'm about to go over here and fuck this bitch. He thought it was a joke.
I'm dead to fuck. They be thinking I'm dead to fuck serious.
I'm dead ass serious at 2 o'clock in the morning on this Wednesday. I'm about to go fuck this girl that I've never fucked before and he thought it was a joke. So I went, I fucked her, I liked fucking her, so like I just was like, hey, I'm a fucking fucker. So my baby didn't know how I am. I'm not a greedy, selfish bitch. Whatever I have, you can have too.
That's beautiful.
So at first I was going to her house, fucking. We ended up at my house. So we came back to my house, we was drunk as fuck, and I was like, you can go lay down. Like she knew my nigga was in the bed. I'm like, you can lay down in the bed. I was actually rolling up in the living room. I'm rolling up in the living room. I hear some shit get started. I go in there and they're at it.
And you didn't feel the way?
No, I set it up. Why would I tell the bitch to go lay with the nigga if he wasn't gonna fuck me?
I want to be that open.
Yeah, I'm just secure as fuck. I really like, I don't know if I'm fucking delusional or maybe I manifested it to be what it is. I don't think I'm gonna invite you to some pussy and you're gonna fuck with that pussy more than mine.
That's confidence.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. And it's like, why? If you were a smart grown man, like a little boy gonna do what the fuck they can do. But a grown man is gonna be like, okay, even if this pussy is good, my bitch got good pussy and my bitch let me fuck other bitches. I'm not fucking up shit with my bitch for no other bitch. Fuck this bitch, my bitch can bring me a new bitch. So that's my thought, and I think that's why it always works in my favor. Because I've brought pussy to more than one nigga. And I've never been worried about them niggas switching up on me, and they did it. You know that song?
I don't even know what you're singing.
I got hoes calling a young nigga phone. Where's Ollie with the motherfucking drug?
Yeah! Alright, so next topic. Black dad worry is a concept. And where I got it from, you know that AI has been a big topic. And so what was in the blogs, et cetera, is they were taking artists' voice, using AI to have them do covers. So like they would use Rihanna and she would be singing a Beyonce song. They would use Weeknd singing a da 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 da. And so there's this guy.
You can hear the difference in those AI voices, right?
You can hear the difference, but like it's close enough. Like this shit is like creepy.
Yeah.
So I was so it was a clip of a guy talking on the podcast. He was like, as a dad, like nigga, I'm not worried about fucking Drake singing a Michael Jackson song. I'm worried about, you know, AI calling my kid's phone like, hey, this is dad. Could you open the door? They think that it's dad's voice, and they're opening the door, and it's some shit. Or AI using my voice to call in to confess to a crime that I didn't have anything to do with, et cetera, et cetera. And he said, this is black dad worry. And I was just like, bro, I think that black dad worry is a thing. Because I'm even thinking back to like my childhood and where it's like, the way my dad operated, and I'm sure you know, like he didn't fuck with us having company. Mm-hmm. He would be like, niggas don't need to know where we stay. Mm-hmm. They don't need to know what is in here.
Correct.
You don't know these people. Like just very protective of his space. He didn't even want me going over to my friend's house for real. Is there a drop that she needs?
It's more than a drop. It's like 4.
This is literally a drop.
4. Yeah.
He don't want to go over people's house. Thinking about my current situation, I told you where Jude had came home spazzing like, why every time I come home a fucking door isn't locked? Because like, you know how you have the top lock, you have the bottom lock, and the top lock is a deadbolt.
Black people need them all locked.
Yeah. He's like, every time I come home, it's a door unlocked. I may or may not have weed men drop off weed because I don't like leaving the house. Mm-hmm. You got niggas knowing where I stay, and it's just like, these are things that I don't think about. Mm-hmm. And I think that is a sense of black dad worry. So do you think that that's a thing, or do you just think that some people are just a little less, I don't know, aware than others?
I think black dad worry is the same as like black men in America. Like you don't have to be a dad to be on edge and be worried about shit all the time. Yeah. It's definitely just a black thing. I grew up, doors are always locked at all times, but right now my front door is probably unlocked because of where I live and how I move. Like I just don't feel no one's after me.
I don't feel like I don't live in fear. Like I don't live in fear. I don't live in paranoia. I don't feel like people are coming to get me. And I think that that's also a privilege.
And a locked door is not going to stop anybody.
If they was here to be on some bullshit, they gonna
anybody that wants to get at you is going to get at you. You locking the door doesn't make you. I realize, like, you know how, like, your home is, like, the safest place in the world to you. Yeah. That's all you have. Yeah. But I realized when my home caught on fire, like, bitch, like, either way, then my home was wide open. Mm-hmm. And there was nobody busting my shit open. That wasn't me leaving it open. My house caught on fire, so the shit was wide open. So I no longer had a safe space. Yeah. So I'm not worried about like being safe and secure. I don't think you can ever really be safe and secure. It's like a state of well-being. Like you have to be mentally safe and secure.
You have to be mentally safe and secure. But I also feel like that this is good. Sorry. I also think that this is good for like balance too. I think that in some cases, like having Jude the way that he is, and he's so like just aware of like everything. He's always checking exits. He's always like monitoring who is coming in, who is coming out. Like I do feel protected with him, but I also feel like you do have to have somebody who is like, hey, it's okay. Like we should just be here having a good time, relax. Like let's have fun. You don't have to live in like a constant state of like worry. And it's like also understand that you're not in the trenches anymore. Like yes, there are fucked up people everywhere, but where we are now and where we chose to purchase a home and where we stay at, like it's fairly safe. Like we're in a gated community. Like it's totally cool.
I do feel like I need a more protection. Do I know? Cause like I don't want to say it, but maybe I don't always have my shit on me.
I do, but I don't.
Yeah.
Like if I'm out moving, yes, cause it's in the car, but like.
Right.
It's in the car.
It's always in the car.
Yeah.
So if you come in my house, it's in the car.
It's in the car. Yeah. So what the fuck
I need some shit in the house.
Yeah, so we just gotta go.
But I'm not gonna be that nigga. Like I've been around niggas like we take our shit in and out, in and out. No, I'm not constantly worried. I'm not constantly looking. So my shit is not always on me. And even if it is on me, let's be fucking for real. How likely is it that I'm gonna really pull my shit? So.
And that's the thing too. Like I know that a part of purchasing a firearm is like you also need to train and be comfortable with it. We should go shoot.
Wednesday.
I just don't feel like I would be tactical enough in a situation.
I'm not trying to be tactical.
But you should be. Because the
I'm
whole
trying to
purpose.
get you the fuck up off me.
Yeah, but the whole purpose of having a firearm is like, okay, if I sense danger, I need to be able to think clearly enough to be like, okay, grab the strap, da da da.
I don't think I'm gonna ever think clearly enough. I'm just gonna shoot. Like, if I pull it, I'm gonna shoot it.
I'm not pulling it unless I'm about to shoot.
Yeah, I'm shooting the same time I'm pulling. So am I gonna aim correctly?
Your gun does it have a safety on it?
Nope.
Mine, it's more like a safety trigger. Like I gotta pull hard.
So my shit is it's a Glock, so it don't got a safety on it. But I don't have one in the head either. So that's another thing I have to actually prepare for. If the clip is in there, but I still gotta.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it's a real life situation, like, bitch, are you gonna have time to?
I'm okay with pistol whipping a nigga.
That's what I said.
I
don't have to shoot you, but I will beat the shit out of you because you know my nails. I can't fucking load my clip all the way, so my clip only got 5 in it right now. But bitch, if I miss with these 5,
full clip.
I'm walking up on you. Don't worry about it. Either way, I'm going home. No matter what I got on me or don't got on me, I'm going home.
Yeah. I don't know. And I also think that the way that you also were saying about like threesome or whatever, hard turn. But it's like you kind of attract what you think about. If I always feel like I'm safe and I'm surrounded by people who aren't trying to like harm me, then I'm not gonna attract that. Therefore, I don't feel like I lock the doors, but like I also am okay with it being open. Nobody's coming in here for real. No. My doors are locked all the time. I got the strap on me. Don't ever fucking try it. Don't ever
if you come in here, you're not getting out.
Nope. Anyway, speaking of black dads,
Speaking of black
daddies,
who black daddy on my phone?
the Brat and Big Booty Judy. I don't know, bruh. There's just certain celebrities that annoy me. Gabrielle Union being one of them. The Brat pregnant specifically is annoying to me. I don't know why. I don't know why it annoys me. It just does.
She's 50.
Hey man, money talking, bullshit walk.
That's annoying. That's annoying because it's like a 50-year-old cannot relate to this generation. I grew up with parents that were way older than me. My parents were 30 plus years older than me. So I feel like with you being 50 plus years older than your child, you're not going to be able to relate to your child as much. And by the time your child is grown, your child has to start like worried about you dying.
Yeah.
When I'm 20, you're going to be 70. Who wants a 70-year-old parent in their 20s?
DC had one. His fucking stories are hilarious. But
my mom is 67 now. Like, but granted, I'm 32, but still, my mom's 35 years older than me.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know, like, cause I be like, me and my mom from different generations, we don't relate. But at the same time, my mom is funny as fuck. And she's with all the shit stuff.
I don't think age is a situation, more so of the caliber, or not even the caliber. More so the personality of your parent. My dad is what, 50 something?
That's not old. Compared to you, that's only 20 years older than you.
That's fair.
Yeah, like
that's
it's
fair.
not
but
that.
But he don't act like he fit. He do, but he don't.
So my mom don't act like she about to be 70.
Yeah.
And my dad's in his 60s too, and he was talking about the different packs he got in. So it's like my parents they're cool as fuck. Like they are me. Like
you have to have cool parents for that age gap to not matter. But there are like, I'm glad that we are going to be the parents, or we have decided to not be the parents of, oh, just because we're parents, we have to act this way, we have to dress this way, we have to like.
I'm not a cookie cutter parent.
No, I am who I am. I just so happen to also be a mom, but I'm a good mom, and I make sure that my kid is taken care of. But I still make sure that, you know, I still live my life, and I think that that's where the parent-child bond comes into, because it's like, you should feel like you can relate to your parent in some way. So when they're trying to guide you through life, you're more you're more likely to take their advice because you feel like you understand where I'm coming from.
Have you seen these?
Nope.
So should I do I can't do a promo for these because I'm not getting paid.
We only doing paid promos from here on out.
But
I'm lying. If I really like something, I'm gonna shout them out, and hopefully you guys pay us.
I really like these because these are leaves, but there's no tobacco. So.
Oh, and they're small.
And they're cut right already, so you can get straight to it. But I love those.
But they also are $15 a pack.
So these are in Gwinnett. In Gwinnett, they're $15 a pack. This pack came from the South Side. It's $10.
That's still ridiculous. I'm not.
It is. But 5 comes in a pack, but in Gwinnett, they're $3 per leaf.
I was stressing because I tried goji leaves, which are made of like the goji berries, and it comes with filters, but it's 3. Is it 3 or 4? 3, and it's $5.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. A little bit, because I use camel wraps predominantly, which are made out of some plant.
But camel's not cheap either.
$2 for 5.
Oh, at the smoke shop?
At the smoke shop.
Oh, it's $2?
Where are you getting camels from?
Money.
The gas station?
No, the smoke shop. Them bitches was $5.
No, mine is 2.
Oh no!
I got you next time. That's fucking crazy. But anyway, back to the bride. So basically, they were in the blogs and like they were coming because they were jokingly talking about the fact that their sperm donor wasn't white. I'm sorry, their sperm donor wasn't black because they didn't really have much to choose from. Yeah. And not that this is my fight because I don't plan on having to need a sperm donor, but I can understand the struggle of. I can't have children the traditional quote unquote way. I do have to use these other methods. And when I go to a sperm bank, there aren't enough black sperm donors meeting the criteria that I feel like that they should have.
I honestly think it's kind of fucked up. So I support all relationships and I support all sexualities or whatever. Yeah. But I still think a child should have a father because you technically, biologically, scientifically have a father. And I just don't want you to like bump into that nigga one day you don't know him and you're actually half of him. Yeah.
That's how I feel too. I feel like, does it suck that you don't have options? Sure. But I can also respect the fact that I would assume that there are black sperm donors, but again, they don't meet the criteria you want. So let's say that means that they're educated. Let's say that means that they're in a certain tax bracket. Let's say if they have a certain lifestyle, etc. Those men are what they would call a high value man, and he doesn't feel like it's necessary to donate his sperm to father these children that he will never meet or see. When he can have, a marriage and a baby and a family.
I appreciate a black man for being that responsible that he doesn't want a whole bunch of kids out here that he don't know. Because they're technically still your kids. No, you didn't lay down with their mother, but they're yours. So you should have should you have a relationship? They should know you.
I would think that that's the thing too. So once upon a time when I was younger, I was considering donating eggs because like that's a nice little check or whatever. But then I really didn't go through with it because I was like, bro, I couldn't imagine having like a child out there that I know nothing about.
But I don't think so maybe,
you know what I'm saying? So that's that. Then it's like, okay, being that this is technically my child because these are my eggs, do I have the opportunity to have any type of relationship with them? And most times no, because they don't want them to know that they're...
Do you want that?
I mean...
So back in the day, I would have been cool with donating my eggs, and I would have just took it like, these are my eggs and I'm helping science. I wouldn't have took it as, these are my kids. So maybe I'm tripping over
I think that it's the processing of what's happening. You're looking at it more of a scientifical, hey, these are eggs, it is what it is, I'm gonna give them away.
Yeah.
I get a check from it. But I'm looking at it like, these are my eggs, these are my genes, these are my DNAs, these are my babies. And yes, I am helping somebody have a family that otherwise couldn't. But these are still my babies, and I feel like there's gonna be some kind of piece missing for me to feel like, damn, I have this kid out here that I don't know.
I would only feel like that if I did adoption. I wouldn't feel like, if we didn't make the kid together, I wouldn't feel like it was my kid.
If you were a surrogate, would you feel like you should be able to have a relationship with the baby?
Hell no, because if I'm a surrogate, that ain't none of my shit.
That ain't none of your shit, but you said you house it. It's just like you're also carrying this living thing for 9 months, and so it's like you can't help but to have a connection to this baby.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I was connected. I don't know if I was connected to my child during pregnancy.
100% I was.
I think I was just pregnant. I don't think I had the connection until after.
Even with pregnancies that were unsuccessful, like I battled with it because it was like for 3 months I was carrying this baby. That's a significant amount of time.
You just feel shit.
I feel a lot.
I don't feel nothing.
I feel things.
That's fucked up. That's not fucked up.
Alright. Let's talk about Ebony Williams and the backlash that she's been getting.
Mm-hmm.
So, backstory, Ebony Williams, I would say, I was introduced to her more of like not a social media, but like a media darling in the sense of she was on the Joe Budden podcast. I forget what the show was called. It was something culture, but it was him, Remy Ma, Ebony Williams, and like a couple other people. And then she's like a guest host on Breakfast Club, and she does like all these different media platforms, but she's also really successful in the sense of like where she's educated, she's a lawyer, and I want to also say she's on Real Housewives or something now, like she's on some TV show. Okay. So she is getting into the bag and she's successful, da da da. So she was having a conversation with Ayala, is that her name?
Ayala, Fix My Life.
Fix My Life.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, I guess, talking about relationships and finding a partner, et cetera, et cetera. And Ayala asked her, she was like, would you date a bus driver? She was like, if he owned the bus, yes. And then Ayala was like, see, that's wrong. For me, I would more so be concerned about, is he happy? Does he enjoy driving the bus? Is he good to me? Da 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 da. And then it starts a whole backlash of people basically attacking Ebony. Then she came back and she basically doubled down on it, and she was basically saying like, hey, I'm not going to apologize because it's like, I'm not going to aid in the mediocrity of black men. She was like, a lot of times we think that it's okay to have like this blue collar job and like work hard your whole life and like you kind of settle, but you aren't striving for better. And I want you all to be excellent. And so it's been like this whole backlash of people attacking her. How do you feel about it?
I feel like we should leave people. I feel like it's no difference than when they be like, Chris Brown don't like dark skinned women and he kicking women out his section. Okay, who gives a fuck? If it's a nigga that don't like who you are, fuck him. There's another group of niggas that like everything about you. So if it's a bitch and she don't like bus drivers, well, I don't think the bus driver should be offended. They should go fuck with the millions of other bitches that would fuck a bus driver. Like, if she has a preference, let her have her preference. Whether it's financial, physical, emotional, whatever the fuck her preference is, she should be able to have it.
I think that everybody's having separate arguments and it's like, it's all conflicting into one. So we can look at it on that aspect. I agree. Don't be mad at somebody for their preference, because there's a lot of motherfuckers out here who work regular ass jobs, but you would say, I won't date somebody that works at Burger King. Right. Everybody has a preference, and that's okay to have a preference. Mm-hmm. Then it turns into her comment about mediocrity and working these blue collar jobs, et cetera, and that's not exceptional. I feel like we have come to a point where people feel like a person's value is with their paycheck. That's not okay.
Okay, so I hate whenever I meet anybody and they be like, what do you do? Not that I'm ashamed of what I do at all, but I don't think that's who I am.
That's not a determining factor of who I am.
That's where I work, bitch. Yeah. Like, that's what pays my bills, but that's not me. And there are some people who actually have careers. I don't think my job is a career for some, but for me, my job is my job. Yeah. So you can't define me based off of where I clock into, because I can go clock in somewhere else and that doesn't make me that. Like, wherever I clock into is just how I pay my bills. It's not who I am. Mm-hmm. So I don't like when people make their job or their career their entire identity.
I totally agree. And I don't know. I feel like a hit dog is gonna holler too.
Every time.
Like if you are truly offended by what she said, it's like then you have an insecurity about what you got going on right now. And it's like fuck her. Like you not gonna fuck her no. Like that's not even somebody you're going to date. But I also understand that people with these platforms, there is a sense of like you are kind of shifting the thought process of the people that do listen to you. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to start putting out a narrative of the quality of a person is linked to what they do for a living. But also you shouldn't be talking to somebody that is influenced by somebody talking.
Because even if I do put out that narrative, but you shouldn't care. You should be so strong to where anything I said don't affect you. So if I say I would never fuck a bus driver, as a bus driver, you should not feel like you're less than. Because who the fuck am I? Right. Like I'm just a crab in a bucket. Like it's so many other people that are gonna matter more to you. What I say shouldn't matter.
Absolutely. Ooh, I just closed my eye and it got jalapeno juice in it.
And there you go. Ooh. That'll do it.
That'll do it. How do you feel about this active shooter though? It's all okay. Do you think, are you a believer in conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that it's like, some might say that all these like active shooter situations is a conspiracy?
I just thought about going to pee, and I got on so much shit I would have to take off if I go to pee.
And kind of, you just need to take.
I gotta come out of this,
leave it at your neck.
And then I gotta pull this down, so I can't like rush to the bathroom.
It look good, but it's aggressive. We got
conspiracy theory. There's an idea of what?
All these situations of active shooters is a ploy and plan to try to push legislation to have stricter gun control.
We've been having shooters forever. I don't think it's increased.
We're just more aware of it because of how we access it.
I don't, because when I saw the list of school shootings, that bitch went on forever that I didn't know nothing about. Like, you think about Columbine and you think about the preschool, well not the preschool, the elementary school, but it's so many more.
Almost.
But there's so many more, like there's hundreds of school shootings and they haven't done anything about gun laws. They actually made them more laxing as we don't have to have a permit. Mm-hmm. So I don't think these shootings are gonna enforce any laws or create anything.
Yeah, it's just to get a reaction out of people. That's all I have for today.
That's a lot. I feel like we've had a really long episode. I'm pretty lit and I haven't eaten anything. Maybe I need to sober up. We're about to get cross-faded, so we'll see how that goes.
Like, share, subscribe, text us, email us, slide in the
follow us.
Follow, yeah, I didn't say follow.
Yeah, follow us. Share this with a friend. Send it to your mom. Comment on it. Tell us what part you really hate.
Your mom.
And the part that you really love. Your mother, your grandmother, your sister, your brother, your spouse. If you have a problem, you can either comment it, you can DM it, or you can text it. But what is the situation that you're going through in life or today and you're wondering like, am I tripping? Or does everybody else have me fucked up? More than likely, you're not the problem. But we are happy to comment on it.
Bye, y'all.
See you.